Hello, 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 hello. How are you guys? How's everything? How was your break?
Hi, teacher.
Hello, Silvia. How was your break, guys? Did you get some time to rest?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, awesome. I hope you guys got some time to rest and feel more relaxed and full of energy for continuing with this cycle. Welcome to our cycle 11, level B2.2. But before we start, I just want to congratulate you because of your graduation. Even if you guys were not in the ceremony, all of you deserve a round of applause, yeah, because you guys got to the level, well, you finished everything with B1, and I hope that all of you finish until you get B2, okay? Very good. And I see that the rest of you are celebrating graduation, right? No? Because what are the others? Oh, no, only two people missing. Okay, my dear friends, welcome back. We are all full of energy and so happy because you guys got the change in the calendar, which is something very good for all of us. And I hope you guys take advantage of it. Let me show you what's our plan for today. What's our agenda? Here we are. You all know. Here. You guys were working and talking about globalization, right? So today we're going to start with our warm-up with that. Well, that's basically this. The Padlet is an activity in which we will share some ideas about this. Then I have this that is a very curious way we can measure or check how good is our ecological footprint. That let me see. The impact we are giving our Mother Earth, yeah? With the things we do, with the things we consume. And then we will talk about urbanization. So I have a word search to introduce the vocabulary. Later, I will explain the vocabulary. Then we can socialize some of the ideas that the content has for us. And later, you guys will be reading, yeah? Then we will practice some infinitives, yeah? Like we will review some infinitive forms of the verbs, like more like continuous, yeah? Like present continuous, present perfect continuous, future continuous, okay? And at the end, you guys will register your work in our folder if we have time. That's the agenda, that's the plan. So it's pretty much like focused on vocabulary. Questions, comments, suggestions, observations. Maybe you want to say, teacher, I would like to tell you something. I think that this works, this doesn't work. I would like to have this for this cycle. Any idea? Remember, we are all a team. So whatever you guys need to communicate, I'm open for it. I'm all ears for you. Anything? Why are you guys so quiet today?
No, teacher.
What's
No,
going
teacher,
on?
I think
For me,
it's
no.
okay.
Thank you, Lisette and Sylvia. Are you guys on vacation mode? That's why? Yeah? Do not worry. 2 days, and then you have a long weekend again. We see today, we see us tomorrow, then Friday off, Saturday, Sunday, Monday off, and see you again on Tuesday. Okay, my dear friends, let's start. I have some questions for you, and this is what I want you to register in my Padlet. Have you ever used Padlet?
No, I
No,
don't.
teacher.
Yeah, it's a simple website in which you can just share or post something, you know, ideas or pictures. Look, This is what I want us to work on and talk about, because that's what we're going to register in our Padlet. Questions for you. What is your country famous for? Our country is Colombia. What is it famous for? When you talk to people from another country, if you have had that experience, what do you think, yeah, they think about us? Any idea? Or maybe if you have not had that experience, maybe you have heard any person talking about Colombian people or Colombia, the country itself. Not really?
Or
They
coffee?
love, sorry.
Okay, Lisette and then Silvia. Again?
Okay, teacher. I think our coffee.
Coffee, yeah. Thank you. Silvia, and you?
Yes, coffee as well.
Okay.
But yes, I will. Wait, teacher. Like me quedé en blanco. Wait.
It's okay.
About the second one, uh, I will say like they love our accent, but they think our accent is like all Colombia accent overall, like in general, is like paisa.
So
Yes.
you don't love our Santanderean.
Yes.
Thank you, Silvia. Jesse, you're raising your hand.
Teacher, unfortunately, Colombia is known in other countries, for example, United States or Europe, about the cocaine, unfortunately.
Sadly
More
true.
than coffee. More than coffee.
Yes.
Yes, in Pablo Escobar. There.
Yeah. And Shakira, Juanes, Orcao.
Everything you guys have mentioned is something that I have experienced. Let me tell you very, very short stories because this is about you, not about me. But when I went to Mexico because of my friend's wedding. And I remember she had like tea time in the afternoon with her family, with very, very close family. And she invited me because she wanted to introduce me to her family. And I was there, and they were so special for me. Yeah, Mexican people are very special and friendly. And I was sat down there in the table with them, and they were all saying the same. They say like, no, but you do not speak like Colombians. And he was like, what? And they were like, no, your accent is different. And he was like, well, and they were no. And then I tried Paisa accent. Yeah. And they were like, yes, yes, that's Colombian.
Yes, like Maluma,
No,
Karol G, they say that like
because of that,
you don't tell you don't speak like uh, you don't talk like what Karol G or Maluma, J Balvin, and I say like no because I'm not like from Medellin,
yeah.
from
Uh-huh.
Antioquia.
I think it's because of the products that we have sold, like those drug dealers series, and programs and things like that. And the other thing about what Yesid said, I remember once I was in a pub in the United States, and one of the guys who was there, he was not my friend, of course, but he was like a friend of a person who was there with us. And he said something like that, and he was so offensive. But I was so reactive when he said that. He said, like, well, you guys are the best producers of cocaine. He was like, oh, Colombia, cocaine, coffee, la la la. And I was, yeah, you are the best consumers. And I was like, and it was like, like,
Yes,
sorry, but I was not, like I found that very offensive, and I was not, like having that mean attitude. And that was my reaction. I just said it. And then I felt like a little
a
bit
good answer.
sorry,
For me,
He
it
was,
was a good answer.
well, my dear friends, thank you so much for your interventions and the stories. This is what I want you to answer, but I would like you to post a picture. Let me just give you the link of our Padlet. This, oh, finally, all of you are in the class. Awesome. Laura told me that in the first part, they were just missing some people, but we understand that you guys were in the graduation. So, let me give you the link of the Padlet, and I would like you to post a picture. Yes, post a picture that represents your answers and make some comments. Wait a second, because now I can't give it to you. Here we are. Yes. So, what you have to do is take into account the answers to the questions. Let me show you the questions. Here. Okay. So, what is your country famous for? What do people from other countries usually think about people from your country? And how often do you speak to people from other countries? Basically, to share those kind of knowledge and ideas. Why are we talking about this? Because that's globalization. Yeah, even if we do not have economical interest, we are exchanging something. Yeah, for example, when you talk to another person from a different nationality, you are exchanging knowledge, like practicing languages. Yeah, sharing cultures, yeah, habits, costumes. So I would like you to post a picture that represents your answers and make some comments on them. Yeah, like the things you were telling me, but here, all of us. Do you understand? Is it okay? Is it clear?
No, teacher.
No? Okay, no problem. What you have to do is, I would like you to answer these questions, the questions that we were sharing and discussing. Yeah, but by posting a picture here that represents that. Look for a picture that you think represents what Colombia is famous for. Yeah, post it there and make some comments, and that's it. I will see all of your posts here in this on this board. Okay, I send you the link in the chat, so click on it and tell me if it works, because maybe that's what you don't understand. Tell me. Click on it.
Teacher,
Yes, Silvia.
how can I like add the answer in this platform, in this
Yes,
website? I
teacher.
don't know.
When you see a pencil like this, look. Carlos, is that the same question?
Yes, teacher, it's similar
This
because
one?
in the website I can't write.
Okay, so let me just change the link, because maybe I sent you the wrong one. Excuse me. Give me a second. Because it was okay. Yeah, but it is okay. So maybe let me just send it again, and that's why you can. Yes. No, that's the same. No, that was different. Sorry. You guys got it. Now click on that one and tell me if it works. Let me see. If I see people here, it's because it works. It works because I see people there. Yeah, forget about the first one, excuse me. Look, I see some people here. They are editing. Now the question is, how can you add? Yes? Are you guys there? Could you manage to do it, or do you need help?
Yes, teacher.
Silvia, now it works?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. Keep working, keep going, and I will see when all of you have posted your pictures. So while you guys are doing that and checking the attendance, remember that you are looking for a picture that represents your idea about how the world sees Colombians or Colombia. Okay. Gerson,
Present, teacher.
Jean-Claude,
Present, teacher.
Yesid,
Present, teacher.
Natalia, Natalia, hello. Natalia. Okay. Andrés,
Present, teacher.
Silvia,
Present, teacher.
Joan,
Present, teacher.
Elkin,
Present, teacher. Hi, teacher. Do you hear me?
who said that? Elkin, yeah, Elkin, of course, thank you.
Okay.
Julian,
Present, teacher.
Jeanette,
Present, teacher.
Carlos,
Present, teacher.
Mabeli.
Present, teacher.
I see people posting, that's awesome. Jose,
I'm here, teacher.
Jose, how are you doing? What about the cough?
Fine, teacher, fine.
Better?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, you were not good, my goodness. I'm so glad you are fine. Okay,
Thank
listen.
you, teacher.
Present, teacher.
Awesome. Okay, so we are just missing Natalia. Okay, oh, that's very interesting what you guys are doing. Awesome, when you being a country full of beautiful women. Okay, famous another food, yeah, bandeja paisa. When you finish posting, I will show you all the products. Thank you for working. Very good. Okay, while you guys are finishing, let's check what you guys have done. Interesting. Here we are. Foreigners think we are nice people. Yeah. I think this means that foreigners or people outside the world think that Colombia has beautiful landscapes. I have not visited this one. I wish I could. Okay, Colombia is famous for Gabriel Garcia Marquez. This artist, yeah, who was a very great writer, who worked with literature, lots of things. A very great artist. That's what I call an artist. Awesome. Colombia is famous for its beautiful women, happy people, beautiful landscapes, and special coffee. Great. We are very famous for the quality of our coffee. Juan Valdez is very representative for my country. Yeah. Cañón del Chicamocha here. Beautiful. What else do we have? One of the most famous singers that Colombia has and for which it is recognized, oh, I miss it. I was reading this one, is Juanes. Yes. Yeah. Colombian coffee is renowned worldwide for its high quality and rich flavor. Also, Colombia is one of the world's leading producers of emeralds, known for their vibrant green colors. And finally, the international acclaimed singer and songwriter Shakira hails from Colombia. Yes, beautiful. All of these things, beautiful. Emeralds, awesome. Beautiful women. Sorry. Colombia is also known for being a country full of beautiful women. Yes. Okay. I think Colombia is famous for its coffee, and I think foreign people usually think about Colombia, okay, as a happy country. I don't usually speak with people from other countries. Okay, good. We are very famous for the quality of our, okay, I already read this one. What else do we have? We have Carol G here. We are now known as the capital of, oh yeah, I heard something like that. Different music. Medellin is like delivering, yeah, because of those people. The food is very famous on the other countries. Our food, well, I will say something about the food. Our food is delicious, yeah. But if you try some other cultures in Latin America, they also have very good one. Like Peruvian cuisine is awesome. Our is a little bit plain compared with that one, but it's also good. Oh no, okay, I already read this one. We are known for our migration situation and Miss Universe. What, for Miss Universe? Yeah, because of I thought that because of the conflict we had with the crown some years ago. Do you remember that? That our queen was supposed to be Miss Universe, but it was not. It was like a misunderstanding of the presenter. You remember that? No, guys. Any?
Yes, teacher, I remember.
Yes. Okay, and I think those are all done. This one. No. This one, I missed this one. Okay, the biodiversity of Colombia is the variety of indigenous organisms in the country with the second highest biodiversity in the world. Yeah, we are a multi-ethnic society. Awesome. Interesting, guys. Thank you so much for your comments. Very good. We are lots of things. Perfect. Okay. Now, what else do I have? Before we go to our book for the reading, because you know that the reading can be a little bit like dense, I like to have different activities before that. So, globalization, check. I have this one. And I think when I was planning this, I found it interesting. So let's see how it goes. This is for checking the impact our attitudes, yeah, and behavior and everything we do and everything we get and buy and sell may leave a footprint, yeah, in our planet. So look, with this online calculator, we can see a measure of integration based on our consumption. Do you understand consumption? How do you say consumption in Spanish? El consumo. Okay? Patterns and everyday habits. It takes into account the natural resources as well as the goods and services that we use in our daily lives. I would like you to do it together at the same time, all of us. So just in case we do not understand a question, we can just clarify it and move forward, okay? So I'm gonna give you the link of this calculator, and we will be sharing the questions together just in case we have anything we don't understand. So you guys click on it and follow me. Uh-oh. Follow me and it does not work. Give me a second. It works, okay. So look, this is something like this. Are you there, guys? Are you there? Did you click on it?
Yes, teacher.
Okay,
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
awesome. You see this? You just click on the cross and don't do anything because you don't need to change the language. We need English for learning and practicing. Okay. What is your ecological footprint? How many planets do we need if everybody lives like you? When is your personal overshoot day? Well, overshoot, okay, let me explain this. Overshoot day is the day in which we will need a new planet because the one that we have wouldn't have the resources and the things we will need for living it. So how can you say that in Spanish, like the overshoot day? Oof, this is like, there isn't a word for it, but I think you understand the whole expression. Do you understand? The overshoot day?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah, like according to what we do, according to the care we give to the environment, yeah, there will be a limit. So that will be the overshoot day. The planet will say, sorry, you cannot live here anymore. There isn't, like anything else for you. There will, like there wouldn't be resources. Okay, so this result will give you your overshoot day. Let's start. Here we have, take the first step, click on there. And something like this appears. Are you there? The same as me?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, this is the first question. You guys answer it according to your real information. How often do you eat animal-based products? Oof, for me every day. So I'm gonna put occasionally, no. I'm going to answer often, no, maybe very often. Do it on your own. It's not, this is mine, but you guys do yours. Okay, as soon as you finish with the answer, click on the arrow here for next question. Okay, next question. How much of the food that you eat is unprocessed and packaged or locally grown? Ooh, good question. If you say none, it's because that is zero. If you say all, it's because you are all organic. In my case, much of the food that you eat is unprocessed. My lunch, my breakfast, but sometimes I have other ones. I would say in the middle, maybe. For me, that would be 50, 52. 63. Well, I'm not so organic. So, okay. As soon as you finish with this one, click on next. Which housing type best describes your home? Remember that housing is where you live, vivienda, okay? Mine is duplex row house for building with two housing units. No. Freestanding not running water? No. Freestanding running water. Multi-story apartment. Yeah, multi-story apartment. This is mine. Okay, if you have questions, just ask me. Ready? Are you guys there in the same question as me?
Teacher,
Yes,
what
teacher.
is freestanding?
Freestanding like this. For example, like you are in the countryside without anything,
Okay. And row house.
Again, sorry?
Row house. Row.
row house or building, this one will be, for example, if your house is next to another one, a row is like this.
Okay.
Like pretty much where we live in Colombia is pretty much like that. On multi-story apartment is like different floors and you are in one of them. And luxurious condominium will be like very, like expensive and fancy. So I think like you and I will be pretty much like this in between these two. Okay, what else? Other questions? Okay, let's continue. Click on the arrow. What material is your house constructed with? I think it's brick and concrete.
Brick.
Yeah, most of us. Adobe will be like similar to concrete, but in another way. Steel, like metal, no. Brick and concrete in my case. Okay, click on the next arrow. We are about to go to the end. How many people live in your household? I mean, in your house, yeah? And what is the size of your home? So do it. In my case, we are 4. And the size of my house is like a medium size, like normal. Not huge, no. Large, no. Like, well, it would be more like this. Like, I'm not sure about the square meters, but more like this, maybe. Okay. Ready? Are you guys the same question?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Next. Do you have electricity in your home? Yes or no? How energy efficient is your home? Energy efficient means that it can hold a call, like now that we are doing it. It can hold internet, television, yeah, that you have electricity whenever you need. That's energy efficient. It's not like at some times, at some point of the day, no. So in my case, like, very efficiency center design, heating, cooling, advanced, yeah. Next one. What percentage of your home's electricity comes from renewable sources? Remember that we talked about renewable sources. I think no. What do you think? I think you know more than me about this. Can you help me?
I don't know, teacher.
Guys,
Teacher, low.
low?
No.
Carlos? No,
Yes,
right?
teacher. In Colombia, there are renewable sources.
Low,
A
right?
little.
A little bit, so maybe like 5%?
Yes.
Yeah, because that is not renewable sources, right? No. Thank you, Carlos. Okay, good. Next one. I think that's the last one. Okay, we're about to finish. Compared to your neighbors, how much trash do you generate? My goodness. I have not compared my amount of trash with my neighbors. Excuse me. But I think there is a carpenter next to my house, and he makes lots of trash. So I will say the same. Much more? No. Much less? No, because I have one next to my right, which is the one that gets a lot, but the other one is okay, so it will be the same. Okay. Then, how far do you travel by car or motorcycle each week? Interesting question. Motorcycle, 0. But car, but not very far. I'm not sure about the kilometers. I don't know. I would say something like in the middle. But sometime when I go to university. Okay. What is the average fuel economy of the vehicles you use most often? This is hard. Inefficient, efficient or electric, inefficient. Oh, help me, please. You guys know more. It depends if I drive or what do you think? Because they are talking about liters and kilometers. Okay. Regarding the use of the vehicle, I will be in the middle. I don't think that one, but maybe I'm wrong. And two more and we are done. When you travel by car, how often do you carpool? Do you understand the expression carpool?
No, teacher.
Yes,
No, teacher.
no? Okay. When you carpool, it means that you share your car. So for example, Mabel, Jean-Claude, we are going to university. Okay, let's go. You know, I give you a ride. So we are carpooling.
Okay.
We are carpooling. Even if you have in the house 2 vehicles, some people just use them. Some others carpool. Like, hey, why are we just using them? You know, like, let's go together. When you travel by car, how often do you carpool? Always. How far do you travel on public transportation each week? Not so far, but I do. But more like the platforms, so it will be like this. And the last one, my dear friends, how many hours do you fly each year? Once a year for vacation. It will be an average of 1, 2, 4, maybe. So it's pretty much known, but maybe, yeah, maybe 6. Okay, and now, don't worry here because maybe you say, oh, we lost everything we did. Look, you click on skip to view my results. So you don't have to register. In my case, oh no, sorry, we are not going to donate. In my case, I will need 4.6 Earths to live if everybody lived like me. What about your results? Are you very ecological or no? Tell me, how many Earths would you need?
In my case, teacher,
3.1 Earth.
How many, your club?
3.1.
3.5.
Oh, so you are better than me. Awesome, Elkin and Jean-Claude. Jeanette, 3.4, good. Carlos, 5, oh no, my goodness. Oh no, and the rest of you? Julian is also better, 3.5. Gerson and Madeline from my team, also good. Jessie, good. Jose, well, in between. Who got less than 3? No one? Joan 4.3. Andres 3.4. Well, I think Andres is the less. No. Yes, no, and Jeanette. Lisette, what about you? Sylvia 0? Lisette 0? Are you sure?
Yeah, teacher. Well,
Yes,
I live in the
teacher.
countryside and we eat a lot of the things that we produce here. I think
Oh,
that's a
my
good
goodness.
point. And we don't go very often to the city. We tend to stay here.
I understand. It makes sense. Oh, yeah. So we will need people like Lisette and Silvia in order to take care of our environment because the way we live, the way I live, will be so hard. So my overture day will be very close. Let me see. Oh, Silvia. Silvia, 4.6, the same as me. No, so good. Okay, now you guys are going to get your overshoot. What is it? I think I got it. Wait a sec. How can I get my overshoot here? See details? No. I got my overshoot before, but I don't see it. You guys get yours? How do I feel? Of course, bad, because look, everything I do to my country and my planet. Not good at all. Sylvia was proud of herself, but she was wrong. No. Okay, now to finish, my dear friends. I will say summary. There is a way to get out of overshoot, but I don't see it. You guys can also read the comments. That's very interesting. It's very interesting because you will feel very bad if you read them. Yeah, that is like, oh, what am I doing to my country? Okay, now I want to check where is our overshoot day, but I'm afraid that I got it before very easily and now I can't see it. It's not, look, how do you feel? So bad. Shocked, not inspired. Maybe Lisa is inspired. How do you know? Well, I was going to show you your overshoot, but I don't know why it doesn't give it to us. It was very interesting to see it because according to your responses, you guys could just check, yeah, when the planet will end because of your behavior. Okay, my friends, that's okay. We can stop. Good, my dear friends. Now, let's talk about urbanization. This is what I have. This is what we have to cover tonight. I just wanted to have different activities before we start with the reading. And this is what we're gonna do. Look, some of these expressions and words are in a word search that I prepared for you. So the first thing you guys are going to do is look for them in the word search, and then I will explain the vocabulary. So let me give you the link of the word search, and you guys are done for it. You guys have it in the chat. And this is how it works. Look, click on begin. Look at the words here on your right. There are like 10 or 12. If you want to select one word, you just have to click on the first letter and drag the mouse. If it's a word, it will mark it itself. If it's not a word, it doesn't do anything. Look, no word. But if it's a word like this, it marks it itself, okay? Look for the words and then we will socialize that vocabulary. Go ahead, guys. Okay, my dear friends, I see that most of you are done. The rest of you guys, tell me.
No yet, teacher.
Okay, let's wait 2 minutes and we start. Okay, awesome. Now that you guys are done, can you please share your screen? Any of you share your screen and show us where you guys found the words, please. Who's doing it? Jeanette, can you?
I can.
Okay,
I can.
Okay, very good. Awesome. We got them all. Perfect. What is next? Next is that we are going to study one by one. Okay, we need to check out that vocabulary to have it very clear because that's the vocabulary you guys may find in the reading. Here. Thank you so much. Here we are. So we have our reading about urbanization. Okay, look at the words, phrases in the box, this box. Check the ones you know and write a question mark next to the ones you can guess. Well, it's okay. We are going to check them all. Okay, because this is our text today. Urbanization, is there a solution? So, what comes to your mind when you see or hear the word urbanization? What comes to your mind? Tell me, whatever comes to your mind.
Buildings.
Buildings. Yeah. What else, guys? Any other person? Anything? Okay, so let's start. Here we are. Let me just check out here. I gave you the vocabulary. Okay. This is the vocabulary. And here we are. Reclaim land. Land that was under the sea or was in a very poor condition that has been improved so that it can be used for farming or building on. It wasn't used for these purposes before. That's the reclaimed land. A green belt land was that. It is an area of land with fields or parks around a town or city where people are not allowed to build houses or factories by law. Do we have a similar expression in Spanish for green belt? Well, I think we must, but what would be that? Or give me an example.
Áreas protegidas.
Yes, Andrés. Áreas protegidas, zonas verdes. Under any condition, people can build there. Yes, very good. Overcrowding. The presence of more people or things in a space than it is comfortable, safe, or permissible. Yeah, for example, you know that crowded places have lots of people. Now, imagine the prefix over gives an idea about exaggeration. Yeah, so the word crowded itself already represents a lot. Yeah, and now overcrowding is like way too much. Yeah. Okay. Living in squalor. Squalor perhaps is the word we need to learn. It is living in the condition of extremely dirty and unpleasant areas, often because of lack of money. What would be that? Squalor will be, let's say that in Spanish, like miseria. It will be a word like that. So living in squalor would be like in very bad conditions. Okay, what else do we have? We have infrastructure, basic systems and services such as transport, power supplies that a country or organization uses with the purpose of working effectively. The infrastructure is pretty much the same word we use in Spanish, infrastructure, right? High-rise buildings. High-rise buildings are modern buildings which are very tall and have many levels or floors. Yeah, you can say like tall. Is there any question about this vocabulary, guys? Questions about these words? Not really?
No, teacher.
No, teacher.
Okay, so let's check out the other words. Maybe when you guys find them in the reading, you will have, it can be two things, you know, either you have more questions or you are like, oh yes, I understand. There are some others here. Shanty towns, what are those? What are the shanty towns? Google shanty towns in images and give me a definition or a word in Spanish. but in images, so you have an idea. What's that?
Like asentamientos.
Yeah, those very humble housing. Yeah, that maybe are not in a regular area, that are forced to live in bad conditions as well, of course. We have lots of them in Colombia, right? Yeah. It's like, for example, when someone just builds their house, well, it's not house, but it's a way of housing, yeah, but it's bad. Shanty towns. Sky-high property prices. Sky-high property prices. Sky-high refers to an adjective that is extremely expensive. So we can build the whole idea. Sky-high property prices are those extremely expensive prices that you can get properties at, yeah? Sky high, like, precios por las nubes, yeah? Terribly expensive. What else do we have? Urban sprawl. You guys found this in your word search. Urban sprawl. Urban sprawls are when, for example, in the city, they span the residential area. Yeah? They start building more. So it will be something like, what can we say? In literal words, expansiones urbanas. Extensión urbana. Yeah, expansión. It is very common in little towns that they start to build more and more and more, and they have like an urban sprawl. Okay, explore what I already told you. But I gave you the complete expression here in the vocabulary because you guys will not find explore itself, but living in explore. So it means living in very bad conditions, in la miseria. Okay, good. What else do we have? Availability of housing. Availability of housing means that you guys are able to rent or buy, yeah, any type of housing. So it's like, okay, there isn't any problem, yeah. But in some places it may be a problem because it is an overcrowded place, or because I don't know, they don't have like very high standard life, yeah, because of economical situations and crisis. Yeah, it depends on the area. Do you think that, well, I'm not sure because you all, well, not all, but not all of you live in Bucaramanga, so I'm not sure. Do you think that Bucaramanga has availability of housing? What do you think? Tell me, my dear friends. Tell me, because your teacher is speaking a lot and you are the protagonist, not me.
Okay, teacher. In my opinion, Bucaramanga have a lot availability of apartment. My opinion, because last years many new buildings were finished.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, there are no problem for lose or obtain or just select one apartment or one option for living.
Yes, Carlos, I agree with you. I have seen like lots of projects, yeah, like housing projects that, for example, they publish them or announce them this month, and 6 months later, they are all sold. And we are like, what? Like, yeah, I don't know if this is any kind of illegal business or what, but lots of investment in housing. Thank you, Carlos. Okay, infrastructure, we all know that one. Demolition of old buildings, very similar to Spanish demolition, yeah? Demolición, like when they put them, you know, off. High-rise buildings, the tall ones. No-go areas, the ones that are prohibited, yeah? Slums, what are these? Slums. Guys, they are very similar to living in Esqualor. So what comes to your mind when we say slums? Okay. Slums are those neighborhoods that do not have really good conditions. Yeah. In Spanish, it will be something like
Alto riesgo.
Okay, they could be like that also, because they are those areas that do not offer, you know, like good conditions for living. Barrios marginales, zonas.
Teacher, maybe dangerous?
They are also dangerous. Tugurios, but I don't know that word, tugurio. But I think that's like a synonym of what I mean. Barrios marginales. What is a tugurio? The same, like, yes?
Yes.
Yeah. To be honest, I have not used tugurio, but I see that this is the meaning of it. So in colloquial words for simply ideas, barrios marginales, you know, those ones that are like in very bad conditions. And congestion, those areas in which you can find overcrowding or lots of people or housing or, you know, lots of things. Okay, all of this is related to urbanization. Some people think that urbanization is wonderful, it's progress, it's good, like it brings money to the cities. Some others think the opposite, like they just gives pollution, gives poverty, gives competition, gives contamination and less, how can you say, like quality of life, yeah, because of the oxygen and everything. But you know, there are pros and cons, and there are people in favor, people against. So what are we gonna do? I explained the vocabulary you guys will find in the reading. So I just would like you to read and answer these 3 questions and no more. The rest of it, for example, this exercise in which you have to choose or look for similar expressions from the text, you can do it with me so I can explain, no problem. I will send you to a room of 3. So take advantage of practice your pronunciation, read, yeah? Someone, no, maybe all of you may take turns because the reading has 3 paragraphs. So you guys are 3, so one can read each. And you can also look for each answer, like maybe I do this, you do this, and the other one is. Yeah, it's my suggestion. You can work, you know, however it works for you. What do you have to do? Read the text about urbanization. That's the first thing. And the second one, answer the questions. 3 questions, no more. Where are you guys going to do it? In my folder for classwork. Do you understand?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, 3. Okay, so we are 14, so we have 5. And we have a couple. 3, 3, 3, 3, and 2. Okay, let's do it. I will visit you. Call me if you need me. I am here for you. The page of the book you guys are working on is page 8. Okay, let's do it, guys. You guys will use the slide that corresponds to your room. So room 1, slide 1. Room 2, slide 2. Okay, and that way. Let's do it. Lisette and Jose, are you having trouble to go to your room? Lisette and Jose? Okay, guys, thank you so much for working on it. I will read an answer from different groups, yeah, for each question. So I'm going to start with question 1. What has recently changed about humans? Based on the information provided in the text, one recent change about humans is that for the first time in history, we have become an urban species. More people now live in cities than in the countryside. That's right. Therefore, the recent change is the significant increase in the urban population and the associated issues that arise from this urbanization process. Very good job, Jean-Claude, Andres, and Gerson. Yes.
Thank you, teacher.
You guys are right. And well, maybe if we analyze some of the aspects why people move to their cities, there are also external factors, right? Like the war, yeah, they were forced to do it. But in other cases, of course, it's just that people want. Yeah, very good. Now let's go this one and let's check the second answer. Why is there so much slum housing in the world? Because the rate of population fast growing is increasing, and this causes overcrowding, slum housing, pollution, and crime. Yeah. Wow. I think there will be no kind of control to avoid this. Yes, you guys are right. Thank you, Carlos, Jessit, and Jose. Now, last question. Okay, what was the liquor solution to the problems of urbanization in Paris? Here we are. The solution was to knock down all cities and start again. So how we can also say knock down? Yeah, we use the word demolition too, yeah? Perfect. He devised a plan in the 1920s, to demolish the center of Paris to make space for a series of high-rise buildings. Yes, that was the plan. Okay, how was the reading? Lots of vocabulary, right? What do you think?
Yeah.
Yes, teacher, a lot of words, new
Yes,
words.
teacher.
Lots of new words. You guys know that now is, well, yeah, this one. Now we are using the advanced book. Yeah, that's the last of the cutting edge. So there will be things like that, like more vocabulary, more slang, yeah, idiomatic expressions, lots of things, but it's okay. Do not worry, you can do it. You are great at English. Okay, my friends. Now we have to do two things. Let me see, because of the time. Well, thank you so much for working on that. Let's do this that way. No, I think we can do this because this is like the grammar that we need to analyze. If we have time, we can do this. I have this exercise for us, but I already made the comments while you guys were working on it. I was also doing my thing, so it's a little bit faster, yeah, to analyze it. But I did this for us. Let's work on this one. This is the review of the continuous verb forms, yeah, all the ones that we have for continuous forms. Let's analyze these two sentences first. In which sentence is the writer more interested in the action in progress than in the result? This one or this one? Take your time, read the sentence. Since 2004, the city has invested over 600 million in cable cars. Since 2004, the city has been investing money in cable cars. So you guys read the two sentences and tell me in which sentence is the writer more interested in the action in progress and in which one in the result, and why? Just read. Ready?
What, teacher?
Okay, don't get sleepy, my friends. We are
Yes,
analyzing
teacher.
sentences 1 and 2. Yeah?
Uh-huh.
And both of them are correct. But we are trying to find out in which of these two sentences the actor, or sorry, the author or the writer focuses his attention or her attention more on the action in progress, and in which of these two the writer focuses their attention in the result.
In the second, the writer has been more interested in the action, in the money that the government have spent in cable cars.
Okay, thank you, Elkin. Thank you. Carlos and Gerson raised their hands, so I want to listen to them as well.
Yes, teacher. In number 1, the writer are interested in the result. And in number 2, the writer are interested in the process, in the progress.
Okay, thank you, Carlos. And Gerson, what do you want to say?
Teacher, the same answer, Carlos.
Yes. Okay, you guys are right. In this sentence, he or she focuses their attention, in the result. Okay, so since 2004, the city has invested over 600 million in cable cars. On the second one, is interested in the action in progress. Since 2004, the city has been investing money in cable cars. This is the progress. This is the continuous action. Yeah, the progressive one, the one that takes more planning, takes more time. Yeah, both sentences are okay. But now we are trying to identify what is the intention. What do I want to say? So that way, I select the one that I want to use. Now, does the writer use a simple or a continuous form when the focus is on the action? So we already know that this second one is the one that focuses on the action in progress. Yeah, the first one in the result. Now analyze the second one because this is the question. Does the writer use a simple or a continuous form?
Continues.
Yes. So when the focus is on the action, we use a continuous form. Yeah, the city has been invested. Okay, now here we have more. Look at the verbs in bold, these verbs, in the sentences and find examples of the verb forms in the box. We have a simple form, the future continuous, a continuous passive, the present continuous twice, and the present perfect continuous. Humans have been building cities for 9 millennia. Experts believe that by 2050, 7 billion of us will be living in an urban environment. We are currently building a new city the size of Washington, D.C. every 3 days. Wow. Every 3 days? This is getting crazy. This global trend is heading ever upwards. Plans are in the process of being drawn up for 20 more cities like Songo. Okay, so I made the notes here. Let's try to analyze it. their form, yes, and the structure. Humans have been building cities for 9 millennia. This is the present perfect continuous. How do we use it? With have or has, depending on the subject, the past participle of the verb be, which is been in this case. No, all the cases, sorry, because we use it all the time with present perfect continuous. And building, which is the verb with ing. Humans have been building. Elkin has been building. Yeah, so it changes according to the subject. This is the present perfect continuous. Experts believe that by 2050, 7 billion of us will be living in an urban environment. That's a simple form here, experts believe, yes? And then we have the future continuous. 7 billion of us will be living in an urban environment. Okay? This is present simple. This is future continuous. Like, for example, we know, present simple, we know that next week we will be next week, it's like 2 weeks. We will be turning in the second project advance. Yeah? So, like that. Okay, now another person who helps me read, please, because you guys are getting sleep. Come on.
Second? Or what? Which?
The third one.
Okay. We are currently building a new city the size of Washington, D.C. every 3 days.
Thank you. Okay. So, in that one, we have present continuous. We are currently building. Yes. Present continuous with the verb be is are and the verb with ing. And you can also play with the words currently, now, right now, at the moment, at the present time, yeah, to indicate that you are doing it now. Good. Okay, who can help me read number 4, please? Come on, guys. That's the end and we finish.
This global trend is hitting ever upwards.
Sorry, Sylvia. I think I
Yeah.
I lost your
The number 4, right? The fourth one.
Yes.
This global trend is hitting ever upwards.
Okay. Good. Heading ever upwards means like going up, hacia arriba. Yes. If you notice that, even in the little towns where they did not have buildings before, they start, building upwards. For example, I am from a little town. I think I told you the first time we met. I am from Charala, Santander. Beautiful. It is not common to find, like, I don't know, buildings or, well, maybe the tallest is like 5 floors, no more. But now they start with that tendency because they already built one neighborhood, upwards. And it's so, how can I say, uncommon, weird. It looks not so good because it's a town. But that's the tendency, that's the trend. Okay, good. This one, the global trend is heading ever upwards. We have present continuous as well. The verb be and the verb with ing. Number 5, and we finish, my friends. Okay.
Plans are in the process of being drawn up for 20 more cities like Songdo.
Thank you, Julian. Being drawn up means designed. They are already designed, ya están planeados, ya están preparados, ya están diseñados. Yeah? Okay. Plans are in the process of being run up for 20 more cities like Son. Okay, it's like they have the model and they already designed the plan. Yeah. A continuous passive. This is a little bit tricky. So we have are is yeah, that is like the element of the verb the verb view for the continuous form. And here we have the passive form. Yes. So being run up. How is the passive form for continuous? It is verb be with ing, because it's the progressive action, and then you guys have the past participle of the verb as all the passive voice. Yeah, that's it. Guys, I was talking to your teacher Laura about the grammar. We did not have enough time for checking it. She didn't as well. So you guys will check out this tomorrow with her at the beginning of the lesson. Okay? That's the good thing of having good communication. Yeah, we already talked about this, and I say like, well, I'm going just over it very quickly, but it's better to just tomorrow check it again. Okay, so do not worry. Tomorrow you will check it because it requires more time and practice, of course. And the good thing is that we both were lack of time, so that's okay. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. I hope you guys have learned lots of vocabulary about globalization and urbanization. And I will see you tomorrow, guys.
Thank you,
Bye, teacher.
teacher.
Have a good
Teacher, bye bye.
Bye. Have a good
Bye.
night.
You too. Thank you.